Hello everyone, welcome back. I thought we'd do more of the Outer Worlds today because, well, honestly, I kind of just wanted to. And I'm hoping you guys enjoy it. Like I said, it might be a little bit laggy on my end, but it's actually a pretty good game overall.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Well, yeah, this kind of area, normally you try to keep it clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
Well, technically it will be the quickest way out of town, but we're gonna go ahead and basically do part of the mission.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Okay, so we're still speaking here.
Depriving them of safety
Yeah.
from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you.
It is
Ms.
a bad
Holcomb has
issue.
a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
I have a feeling that's actually true.
They
His opinion.
rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
That's fair enough.
Astute. But I am here, not in the deserter camp. So that's not a variable I can account for.
So, what is advice be?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Yep, got my work cut out for
If you
me.
don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Well, nothing's ever that easy, so that makes sense.
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty.
I pressed number
hunting
one.
down
Sorry, I
banned
forgot to tell you guys
heretical
what I'm picking.
texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Well, a handsome sum, I'm pretty sure... Actually, wait. You know, that is fair enough.
I just
Why would they
want to
be
keep the writing
wanting
out
a
of layman's
book
hands.
that's
It
not
wouldn't do
supposed to
for
be there?
such information to fall into public consumption.
Okay. I think we can go ahead and agree.
Glad we see eye to eye. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and do this.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Alright. So now we have 2 missions to do. Probably be better to get a hold of this. The only issue with getting too close is the fact is they can hit you first sometimes. The only way to actually stop them from doing that is, well, use time dilation and jump backwards. But forget, do we actually have the ability to jump backwards with dash? Because I saw we have a dash. It has this little space bar twice, but okay, you can do it side to side in midair. Okay, that's fine. Alright. I have a feeling we probably should walk on the actual road. Yeah, sorry if it does glitch out for you guys still. I'm still working on that. But, well, for the people who know me, it's kind of difficult too, but gotta make with what you have. Am I right? It's a sentry robot. Junkyard, though. There's always stuff, good stuff to be in junkyards, isn't there? Even if no one goes here, it still has some potential. Only thing you don't expect is ammo, though, half the time. But, okay, there we go. The one thing that probably should have had ammo. You can't... Why would I need the shush? Going around a junkyard, no one actually patrols besides a single security drone, but it's also damaged. Yep, and that's why you look everywhere else, just in case. Although, sadly, it's stuff we already have, but hey, we can sell it if we don't need it. Alright, let's go on and get out of here. Actually, what's this? No, I probably shouldn't be snooping around, but... Okay, correction, I can't be snooping around. Only issue about games with lockpicking stuff, you have to have them. It seems like the character has the skill for it. I don't know how we have the skill for it. But, yeah, we have the skill for it, we just don't have the tools. Now it looks like we're going to have to travel for a bit. Although, is that a problem? If we blind them first, they can't attack us. Probably should have a sword because the sword does a little bit more for me. Or at least quicker. Maybe we could block it, but that's nice. That's about it. And when in doubt, use explosions that are nearby to torture the enemies. Everything's locked up here. Be no point in going around. But it seems like they get some people. But they do leave behind some interesting weapons. Now we have a assault rifle on the way.
Huh? You hiding? Here they come.
Getting out of the area with that. And of course they go for the engineer. Wow, I'm already out of ammo on this thing. Thought I was a decent shot at least. That's fine. Didn't plan on going full on the assault rifle path anyways, but hey, I'll find more ammo. Or just another assault rifle. There's always a chance for that. Alright. Guess we're back on the road. And another one? Wow, this is getting repetitive. I don't know if crouching will help with damage, but we'll figure that out. We're being hit. Aw, dang it. I pressed the wrong button. I went to click the inhaler, but I pressed the button to go right while I was in midair. I was hoping it would work, but too late for that. But wow, it restarts us close by. Now let's do this with actually getting skills. Would be a bad idea to up these a little bit. Get our long guns to decent. Now, it'd probably be a good idea to increase our dialogue. But leadership should come at a certain cost, at least. Because leadership also helps with our companion. If we don't have our companion at decent, we're going to have issues later on. Now we have access to time dilation hits with our... But okay, with heavy weapons we can now do time dilation. Only issue is, we don't got heavy weapons. Get a breath. Light them up with the last amount. Oh no. Run off a little bit. Sorry, provide. Only issue is we can't seem to keep them normal. Trip blade. Looks mainly just like a pole arm. There we go. Now we have weapon parts. Sorry, Bravati, did not mean to leave you back there, but kinda had little to no choice. Seems like they took out some residents too. More light pistols. There's the community center. I think that was already mentioned, wasn't it? Still not much ammo in this thing, but we'll make use of it. But also, we have a new weapon. Also, a lot of these are going to have to be junk because we already have them. So we'll start adding things to the junk pile already. And that puts them over here, if I'm correct, right? Yeah. Never said this was junk, so I'll remove that from junk. Oh, forgot about consumables. So there's, of course, a Drano, which we have 15 of and it heals us. I think it would probably be a good idea to get the natural regeneration better. Because I don't think we want to have issues with, all personality attributes being +1, that's not bad, but the perception, dexterity, and charm, we should go with something normal. Wrong button again, sorry everyone. Probably should pull out a weapon that actually works. Ooh, it's nice and shiny.
Okay, keep it quiet.
Oh, I thought there'd be someone around the corner. When in doubt, in every open world game, you look around. There we go. Nothing else here besides salve. Okay. Pretty sure I'm saying that wrong, but eh. If you guys are that, you know, annoyed by my wording, you guys would probably correct me in the comments. Oh wait, this is the botanical lab. This area should be okay. It's just the deserters.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
I don't want any trouble either, but I am taking some things.
I don't know you.
Well,
Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
well, that's kind of a problem, is I'm kind of looking for your boss.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already
Nope.
got ourselves one of those.
If I say something about read directly, it might be an issue.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to basically go, hey, I'm
Over in the
going to
hothouse.
shoot you if you do
Standing
something
quiet.
wrong.
Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Well, not a problem. Look, I shot in the
Explains why
space.
you're still yammering on at me. No, I'm sorry. That was
There we
unworthy
go.
of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Well, with an attitude like that, probably. Because he probably wouldn't let anyone help, but I'll go
Not
ahead and
like
keep
Zoe
an
to
eye
go
out.
wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Well, I really want to say the first option, but
Appreciate it. Honest. I'll tell you what I can.
it's better to pick up missions when you know you can get them.
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
Snooped to her room already.
A little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about.
That's, that's fair. Maybe the Marauders took her.
Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why Marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skill as far as I could tell.
You point me in any direction differently.
Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere.
That might be a good idea. How well did you know
Well,
her?
enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he
Stefan.
does.
Alright. Change
What is
subject.
it?
I'll leave you here. So we got two options. One, go to find Stefan to get information on Zoe. But first, the main mission. Main goal was to get them out of here as quick as possible.
Oh gosh.
And it actually is decent looking, even with the graphics at the lower. But let's back on track.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
I kind of feel bad, but
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you?
I guess it was a good idea to bring her with.
Remember when you were but a sprout? Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Let's not go ahead and direct it to Reed right now.
The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
I don't know what tripe is, but I'm guessing it's probably a drug, most likely.
The soil around the Vale went sour years ago.
Yeah, 'cause
But I
look
found
at
a way
much
to
is
sweeten it
working,
back up.
but
The
together.
secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
Well, I guess it's time to bring it up to her.
Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Well, he kind of wants to make amends, I heard.
Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess.
Quite
Like
possibly.
everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
It's not really my goal.
You're doing this for Reed? Why?
We got no real choice, though. Let's be direct with her.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
What do you got
You've
against the
seen
town
that
directly?
miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork.
Damn.
His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure,
She
but
didn't have to
he
point
was
fingers
old,
like
ma'am.
that.
he raised me
That's
all by
kind
his
of
lonesome.
that's kind of screwed up
Look
there.
what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
Well, she's also under contract, so she has no choice. But yeah, I really don't like that.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
Let's say what happens to
Life in
Edgewater.
Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
And the people who try to get here possibly die. You think Reed's just trying to spite you? That is a good point there, though.
I trust
I'll
you will
consider
listen to your
it.
conscience.
Whatever that is left. But, get back here.
Anything else I can do for you?
Yeah, you're accustomed to
No,
living here.
no. These two lamps of mine are not as bright as they once were. Or I might have seen you for what you are.
And what's that?
Remains to be seen. Might be the man that saves the Veil. Might be Reed's personal gun hand.
Or could it be passing
None of
through?
us are ever just passing through, dear. Not without leaving some footprints behind.
You're tired of talking in circles.
A little prattling never hurt anyone, dear.
Kind
You
of
might
hurt my
even
head.
catch a little sense, if you listen close enough. I can't stop you from conducting your business down at the plant. I just want you to know that if you take our power away, you will have brought an end to our way of life.
Reed's making an offer in technically good faith, but I have a feeling something's behind that. Issues I don't trust Reed, but I know about people. Partially, anyways. If I make the other area shut down, the others will most likely either scatter or stay in the city without power. Most people don't know how to live on their own. Unless, well, they learn. Certain people can adapt, certain people can't. That's just how it works. But if people like from her area were to actually go back, even if it was without power, they might be able to keep it alive a little bit better. So maybe without Reed being there, it might work.
If you think Reed does anything in good faith, then you are asking to be lied to.
Well, I've been lied to a lot. That's kind of why. Let's try to figure out their history.
That's because Reed was my boss. I was the cannery's one and only flavor specialist, you see. Remember that limited run of white chocolate saltuna? That was all
No,
me.
I don't even know about that because I haven't been here. Yeah, obviously more than that.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick.
There you go. Now
He had
you
a
said
store of
something.
medicine locked away. But Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him.
So you're
So I buried
against
my boy in the
Reed,
cemetery,
not the
gathered my
cannery.
belongings and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Guessing Reed has his own side of the
Could
story
not
too.
possibly care less if he does. But you're surely welcome to ask him.
I have a feeling we need to go back to talk to Reed. But luckily now, we have a little map. And I'm hoping we can teleport straight back. Oh, thank you. I did not want to have to walk all the way back. But it would be free XP if Marauders got in the way. Yeah. Oh yeah, if you guys are liking the channel, go ahead and leave a like or subscribe. Like I said, I'll try to be posting at least daily. If I skip a day, I'm sorry. I do have a lot of stuff to do, but eventually I might be able to get subtitles in different languages, but I'm still working on learning said languages. I think currently I've been trying to learn at least 3 of them, which is Spanish, Japanese, and Korean, if I'm correct. Yeah. I'm still very slow on learning them, but if everything goes well, I can go ahead and at least start talking them. Are you just going to stare at me, or are we going to start
My
conversation?
offer remains standing should you reconsider.
Oh no, I'm not going to be your gunman. It's obvious.
Go ahead.
So, I think it'd probably be a good idea. Actually, yeah, let's just be direct.
That you are not one of us may work to your advantage. Adelaide and her folk loathe the people of Edgewater, you see.
Yes, but those people
I
who
admit
work
the
for
fault was
Edgewater.
mine. I'm about as diplomatic as a bristling canid. I just hope Adelaide and her folk will see their way past my flaws and return to town.
They mainly want you gone.
Nature is
Yeah.
There is safety here. Safety and purpose. But not all of us see that. And I cannot force that vision upon them. Yes, we have lost good workers to desertion. We have lost even more to plague. But it is why we must square our shoulders and carry on.
It's not going to go well. But we already know they have personal history,
Losing
so let's see
Adelaide
his
was
side of the
hard.
story.
She was our only flavor specialist. When she walked away, I knew we were in trouble. Spacer's Choice Saltuna is renowned across the system for its quality flavors and additives. We used to sell citrus-flavored Saltuna in our heyday. Ever
Citrus.
since Adelaide
Oh, yeah,
left,
it's like oranges and
we
stuff
have
like
been
that,
reduced
yeah.
to selling unflavored and spearmint.
Well, what kind of do you expect,
Go
though?
ahead.
Let's see why he's so fixated on bringing her back down directly.
Adelaide was our only flavor specialist.
Okay, he's just gonna go
We
back
are a
on the.
Saltuna canning institution. Saltuna without flavor is like a cysty pig without tumors, borderline inedible.
That does sound pretty disgusting. Don't you ever eat anything besides that Saltuna? Actually,
Word up
that's
to
like
me, friend. I'd stack our larders with Saltuna galore. No other brand of Saltuna adds as much vim or vigor to the body's humors. But, and this is
Dang.
something we must keep between the two of us, Saltuna is hard to come by. What with being a species indigenous to the seas of another world.
So what are you canning?
Oh, we've scavenged together some organic material from the surrounding environs. Mostly organic, mostly local mushrooms. Some of which possess a texture akin to a well-boiled slab of Saltuna. The difference is all but impossible to detect to any but the prissiest of palate.
So you're lying to everyone you know. Let me actually ask him something
Go
else.
ahead.
We're going to try to get as much information on him about this. Maybe we
It
can
is
get
my
him to
job
leave and go
keep
back
two
to
eyes
his
on
corporate.
our town. I am the steward of this place, and this is my watch post.
Town's kind of falling to pieces.
I wish you wouldn't say things like that.
Doesn't make it any less true. You disagree? Well, he's going to disagree, so it doesn't make it any less
I
true.
expect you wouldn't understand. You don't see the town as I do. When I stand at
I
my
see the
window
people.
and look
It's
out
different.
over my town, here's what I see. I see decent, loyal, hard-working people. I see a family. We are all part of the Spacer's Choice family. We are all
Jeez.
doing what we were brought into this world to do.
Honestly, the loyalty to the brand kind of scares me a little bit. How long has he worked here?
I'm trying to remember 25 years, 26. When you get to my age, the years just rush by. You stop counting altogether. I remember looking out this window
That's
and
not
seeing the
full
veil
good.
spread out from horizon to horizon. We were a sprawling town. We were booming. Times change. People change. but the Veil will always be here. Spacer's Choice will always be here. Our work won't ever end. I take comfort in that.
I don't know, I was feeling a little bit creeped out of how, like, persistent he is about Spacer's Choice. I know he's technically under contract probably by Spacer's Choice, but that's just too loyal. That kind of scares me. But, well, kind of gotta start dealing with that eventually.
This is a Spacer's Choice town. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. The company keeps us warm, keeps us fed, keeps us working. Loyalty's got nothing to do with it, friend. This is good old-fashioned gratitude.
No, that you're
ahead.
branching. It's branching a little bit on the fact is maybe he believes work is the only thing he can do, possibly, but that's a lot
Can
of
we
damage.
not? Talking about unpleasant things always gets my bile up.
You must have a treatment plan. That's
Go off
direct.
to work, put in your hours, wear a smile. Problems of the body come from problems of the spirit. Work improves the spirit and fortifies the body.
I'm sorry, that's not.
And where do you suggest we find this magical panacea? Can we pan for medicine in the stream? Medicine is a rare and precious commodity. If you demonstrate you have earned the right to be treated, you will be treated. Otherwise, you must heal yourself.
I'm sorry, certain things don't work like that, so you withhold medicine from your own workers.
If I had enough medicine to treat everyone who fell sick, I would, but I don't. I can't save everyone. So I have to choose.
Now that is a good point. You can't save everybody, but did let the one person that want to leave son die.
Adelaide's son was barely competent. I treat him with our medical rations, and it looks like I'm playing favorites. Now, I will not pretend to understand the suffering Adelaide must have felt on account of losing her child, but she is not the only one to have felt such suffering. I wish she had stayed with us. Adelaide left us when we needed her most.
You didn't help her when she needed you the most, though. So,
That I cannot say.
Yeah.
There was no moment when
I'm
the
not
plagues began.
good with,
Disease always
people or
lurks
empathy
on the
much,
fringes
but
of society,
still
waiting
kinda
to
screwed
infect
up.
the idle and the lethargic. But in the last 10 years, the plagues have become progressively worse and increasingly frequent.
if everyone develops an immunity after repeated exposure to a single strain of mutation.
Corporate doesn't like us using the word should. It encourages the imagination. I believe plague is
Well,
a
that's
test.
based off
It
of
is a test
medical.
of our loyalty and our fortitude, and it is one we will see through to the end.
So he only believes in work
Go ahead.
and spirit will, keep you alive. I'm sorry, buddy, but you are not the brightest. I doubt we'll be able to get Adeline's people back here with him still there. One, Adeline's direct hatred for him. Which I honestly can't blame her. Maybe since we went to talk to him, we have more dialogue options? Or we don't have any dialogue options, we just have the direct walk around. Okay. I think once we get out, it'll probably give us the dialogue options again, but until then, let's see what's actually in the canteen. Or Canneria.
I don't know you.
Well, yes. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Everyone's so friendly and welcoming in
We
town.
don't welcome trouble.
Ow!
I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
I guess we can go ahead and use perception.
Am I that easy to read? Yeah. We've been having some problems lately. Loyalty issues, lines in the sand. I know where folk in Edgewater stand. But you, I don't know you.
Well,
If
of
you're
course,
gonna
it's
have a
fair
drink,
enough.
I'd like to ask that you do it within the premises. Can't have you taking drinks over to those deserters. Traders. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about them. What can I do for you?
Honestly, that's kind of screwed up.
Right up.
Even their own people. Yikes. We only get a 3% discount. What do we get discount? Oh yeah, we get discount for basically just our actual charisma. Okay, I like caffeine a lot. But I don't get the money. How much would selling the junk we have be for? Also, very small amounts, besides the space of choice stuff. Or the pistol, at least. Let's go ahead and sell the pistol. Sell the pistol. Okay, it's E. Sorry, my microphone is blocking that, actually. Now we have a bit of cash on us, at least. We still have the other assault rifle, so we don't need that. We'll have these for parts if we ever need them, though. Oh. Sorry, everyone. Looks like I'm getting a call. But this video has gone on for a bit longer than I thought, so alright, everyone. I'll see y'all next time. Please go ahead and put a like or subscribe if you guys want to. Alright, this is Leon. I'm out.